In this lesson we're going to learn how to calculate the density of the matter. We studied the measurements before and we know that how to measure different things. Okay, what is the matter at the beginning? Matter is anything that has mass and volume. So the mass is the amount of matter in the body and the volume it is the space that occupied by the body. Okay, by knowing the mass and volume we can calculate something called density. Okay, each matter has different properties, okay, like the color, the taste, the smell. We have a melting point, boiling point, and so on. From the properties of matter, the density. From the properties of matter is the density, okay. Of course, don't try to smell and taste sense are not used to distinguish between harmful objects or chemical substances. It can be harmful for you. Okay, so talking about the density, what's meant by density? Density is the mass of a unit volume, okay, of matter. Mass of a unit volume of matter. This means the ratio between mass and volume, which represented mathematically by density equal mass over volume. Density equal mass over volume. Okay, you have to know that each pure matter has its own density. For example, density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, the unit of density is gram per centimeter cube because mass measured by gram, volume measured by centimeter cube, so density will be gram per centimeter cube. Or if we calculated the mass by kilogram and volume by meter cube, so density will be kilogram per meter cube. Okay, so anything that has density lower than water will float in water, and anything that has mass higher than water will sink in water. All of you know that. Okay, let's see what we are going to do now. Density represented by symbol rho equal m, which represents mass, over v, which represents the volume. Okay, now this is the rule. We have different substances or different rocks. We're going to calculate their density practically in this stimulation. Okay, let's take this one. First we put it on the balance. Okay, so on the sensitive balance the mass equals 26 grams. Then we take the same substance and put it on the cylinder. First you have to know that the cylinder used to measure the volume of liquids or solid irregular shapes. If you want to measure the volume of regular solid shape, simply you're going to use the ruler to measure its length, width, and height. By multiplying them together, length time width time height gives you the volume of this solid material. But if the material has an irregular shape, we're going to use the cylinder, putting in it amount of water or amount of liquid, okay, of a specific volume. Now the volume of water here is 5 centimeter cube. When we put the rock inside the cylinder, the volume increased to be 15 centimeter cube. So delta V, or difference of volume or change of volume, will be 10. 15 minus 5 equal 10 milliliter. Okay, milliliter means or equal to centimeter cube. So the density will equals 26 grams divided by 10 milliliter or centimeter cube. Now density equals 2.6 grams per milliliter or centimeter cube. Okay, we can replace milliliter by centimeter cube. Don't forget that. Okay, now we're going to take another one, put it in the balance. 34.5 grams. The volume is 20 minus 5 equal 15 milliliter, so its density 2.3 gram per milliliter or per centimeter cube. Let's see the next one. The 13.5, its volume is 5 milliliter, so its density equal 2.7 gram per centimeter cube. Let's take the first bar, 15.6 grams. Its volume is 11 minus 5 equals 6 milliliter, so density equal 2.6. 16 grams, 5 milliliter, so it is 3.2. $22 grams, 8 milliliter, 2.75. 12.8 grams, 4 milliliter, 3.2 gram per centimeter cube. 20 grams, 5 milliliter, its density is 4 gram per centimeter cube. The quartz, 26 grams, 10 milliliter, it is 2.6 gram per centimeter cube. The diamond is 10.5 grams and the volume is 3 milliliter. So its density 3.5 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, now do you think these minerals will sink or float in water? Of course they will sink because all of them have density bigger than water. Okay, great. So what is the density of 35 grams of a substance that occupies 25 centimeter cube? So the answer will be density equal 35 divided by 25, and using calculator you find your answer, and the unit will be gram per centimeter cube. Okay, we have some life applications related to the density, like the water is not put off or put out by petrol fires. Why is that? Because the oil or the petrol has a density lower than water, so when we try to put the fire off by water, the petrol will float on the water surface, so it will continue burning without end. Okay, some balloons filled with hydrogen and helium rise up in air because helium and hydrogen has a density lower than air, so it rises up. Okay, the last life application of density, that it determines the purity of matter. For example, if we buying milk or something, you have to know that the density of milk is fixed to 13.6 gram per centimeter cube. So when you calculate the density of this milk and you find it different from 13.6, this means that the milk is impure. It has specific additions. Okay, and thank you.